Welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer, and today, wow. Anyways, today is Experiment in Terror series reading vlog, and it's book 8, and we're doing Ashes to Ashes. If you didn't know, Experiment in Terror is by Karina Holly. It's her paranormal romance series. It's a slow burn romance between two amateur paranormal investigators named Perry and Dex, and they meet each other because of forces. They each have the power or powers for something in the near future that we don't know of, that we hear rumblings of every couple of books, but there's no concrete evidence of any of this. But they meet each other and it's their romance together. There has been 8 books and 2 novellas now, or is it 3 novellas? I think it's 3 novellas. But we are finally at almost close to the end. This is a slow burn romance with an age gap because Dex is 32 and Perry is 23. So there's that. And this is their romance with a lot of ghosts, demons, and all of the other paranormal things that you can find. If you want, you can check out the other 7 books in my reading blog playlist that I have. Why did I say blog? It's vlog, Lauren. And you can check them all out, starting from the first one, which is Dark House. You'll learn to hate Dex, but in the end, you'll love him wholeheartedly, like I do. Except for when he has a mustache. Then you're just like, no, please shave it off. Okay, so I'm already been into it, you know? I read it while I was in class because I just came back from class. So I read it while I was in class, waiting for the professor to start our international media films. But yeah, so let's just read what the back is. I haven't read the back. I just jumped into the story, so I know, weird of me. But let's go. It's been 2 months since Perry and Dex's relationship reached a new turning point. 2 months since Perry started a new life in Seattle, and 2 months since their Experiment in Terror show took on a new partner, ex-wine babe Rebecca Sims, and found a new level of success. But whenever there is light in their lives, the madness will always have a way of coming back in. I get that. Wow. Play on that phrase. When the team is sent to the stormy Oregon coast to investigate a haunted school, Perry wants to use this opportunity to reconnect with her family and reintroduce Dex into their lives. Only Perry's not the only one who's reaching out. Her grandmother Pippa has started appearing to her with disturbing warnings, and Perry's presence at the school has reignited a chilling new wave of supernatural phenomenon. Once used a century ago as a sanatorium to house children dying of tuberculosis, the school's past residents are slowly coming back to life, and with one thing on their mind, they want someone to play with them, someone to join them forever. Even when dead, some children get whatever they want, and they want Perry. Okay, so let me tell you why that makes so much more sense. Because I was just what's going why did she have that? Anyways, so I'm on chapter 5, and let's just go through what happened in 1 through 4. So we find out that like Rebecca is the new co-host. Well, she's the manager, producer of Experiment in Terror. And Perry has a tattoo of an anchor on her wrist to remind her of Dex. Because if you remember in Dead Sky Morning, he gave her the little bracelet that had the anchor on it. And then, like, you know, he gave it to her, it helped her out. And then in Lion Season, she tore it off and threw it away. Yes. So now she has it permanently on him because, like, he has a tattoo. Yes. So, like, it's couples. Couples. Love it. Anyways, so they have some wild steam. And then she gets, like, a dream from Pippa. And we all know that Pippa, I hadn't explained to you, but if you don't know, Pippa is her grandmother, and she's the creepy clown lady that we find out like in Dark House. That clown lady, that's her grandmother. And she's warning Perry about demons, and demons that are coming from the veil to the real world that are strong and are looking for hosts with power and people with power like her and Dex and her sister. So, like, Pippa's giving this warning, and Perry's just like, well, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, are you saying, like, humanity's in danger? And Pip was like, well, yeah, I think so. I don't know if it's you or if it's Dex, but, like, one of you guys are going to have to save humanity. And I was just like, whoa, wait, we went through, like, a whole, like, a right turn. Where do we get this humanity thing from? I thought we were just like doing ghosts and demons. Like humanity came into effect in here? Like what? Okay, so yeah, there's that. And she like starts sleepwalking. Then like something happened. Dex's phone starts ringing and some guy is on the other line and he starts asking her questions and she's answering them. And then he's just like, no, I probably got the wrong number. It's okay. So he hangs up. And she forgets to tell Dex that this happened, which I'm like, oh my gosh, Perry, like, just do this. Like, why did you do that? Like, what happened? Like, just tell him what happened. And another thing is, I think it's like another clue to like the mystery behind Dex. There's that. And then while they're getting ready to go to Oregon for this trip, because they're going to go to Uncle Al's house from Dark House first. She's packing his bag and she's in his closet. Well, it's their closet, but she's in his closet on his side. And she's about to open this drawer. And he like busts in the closet and he's like, what are you doing? And he tries to play it off. Like, I know. Like, if the reader knows something is in that drawer that he doesn't want her to see. And he tries to play it off with, like, oh, you don't want to know. Like, I probably have, like, skid marks in my drawers. And I can pack my bags myself and all that kind of stuff. And so she's like, okay, whatever. I don't want to see skid marks. Even if you don't have them, you can pack your bag yourself. And then walks away. She doesn't even think about that again. Like, man, her intuition is, like, off. Like, ghosts, she can do. But, like, when it comes to, like, the obvious things, she needs to work on that. Like, she needs some work. Then we get to Uncle Al's house, and we all know that Uncle Al doesn't like Dex. Well, he doesn't think that Perry and Dex will have a lasting future, and he just wants them to just break up already and her to be normal. And in the grand scheme of things, just to be normal. And Dex really tried to like be welcoming and impress Uncle Al, and it didn't work out. Then another thing is Perry gets another dream with Pippa, but before that, she is like in this field and there's like giggling and there's like a ball that just like rolls across the lawn into these woods. And we've been through these woods before. those woods are really scary, and she doesn't want to go through them. I didn't want to go through them when we were in the last book. Like, it was a lot of like wood things, and I know what's in those woods is not good. So self-preservation for her, because she understood, don't go in the woods in the dream or real place that's not a dream. You know what I mean? So then, like, she hears this like little girl, and little girl's beside her, and she's like, "Hey, can you go get the ball for me?" And so Perry's like, "No," because I was like, "No," and then she's like, "No, I really want you to get the ball." And then Perry's like, "No, I'm not getting that ball. I'm not getting it." And then the girl goes, like, we start seeing like her neck has a red line from blood. Then the girl goes, "You're not here yet." And I was like, "Oh no. Oh no, 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 no." And she's like, "I want you to play with me." And I was like, "Nope." Like, creepy ghost children are weird, like, and creepy. And they don't know when, like, no is a no and no is a yes, but, like, they don't care. And this girl don't care. But then Pippa saves the day. And then Pippa gives her this warning that I'm now at, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. And Pippa's like, "Hey, you're being open, like, you're weak right now because of your insecurity, your doubts. You need to be strong. Don't go to Gray," which is where they're gonna go for the haunting. That's where the kids are. Perry's like, "I have to live my life. I can't just like not go." And Pippa's like, "You understand, like, you don't go there. Don't go there." Then, like, Perry, like, lets it out that she's probably going to see the parents. And we all know what happened to Grandma Pippa because of Perry's mother. And if you don't remember, it's because Perry's mother got Pippa committed a very lonely life because she thought that Pippa was crazy. Because Pippa could see ghosts, she had visions and all that kind of stuff, and her daughter didn't believe her, so she thought she was crazy, and then had her like really committed, and then Pippa died a very lonely, and it was just a heart-wrenching death of just being alone and not believed by her own daughter. And like Perry, like, her grandkids don't even know her like that because of her, like, her being committed and then her dying alone because their grandfather like left her too. Oh my gosh. So like that's why we're not on Perry's parents' team anymore. So Pippa's like, "No, don't do that. That's too many. It's too easy. That's too many. That's too easy." And I was just like, what's going on? And she's like, "Don't go see them." And then Perry, at first I thought this the same way. Perry thought that if Pippa thought that Perry would go to her parents, they would make up, and then Pippa would like no longer be needed because Perry has her parents. And then Perry's like, "No, I still need you. I love you. I'm not going to like abandon you like, like the parents did you." And Pippa's like, "No, it's not that." I kind of think it is a little bit of that, but it's also the warning that like Perry is just ignoring big time. And I also think like you need to communicate this with Dex because a lot of stuff is happening to you and you're not saying anything to him. Anything. If you just communicate with your boyfriend, who's your soulmate, just say something. Say something. Okay, sorry. This is too long. All right, I'm literally only 74 pages in. So yeah, I had to get that off my chest. That was a lot. The smut, the steam. Yeah, it's getting more intense. I'm liking the Dex flex. And so yeah, I will get back with you guys when I don't know, I'm like halfway done. or something like that, and let you guys know what's been going on. Bye. Don't mind me. Like, whoops, sorry I bummed you. It's 11:38 right now, and I had to like go get some tea with my roommate, do some homework, watch a film, take a quiz on that film, and then like I just now like kind of finished some of like the chapters I was on. So I stopped at chapter 10, which is page 158, and I'll update you on what's been going on. Again, steam at Uncle Al's house, peak, because you know, Dex was trying to prove a point, but oh my gosh, so they get to the sanatorium slash gifted art school. It's crazy. Like I felt the atmosphere in that place. How it was described to me by Perry, I felt it. And I was just like, no. Self-preservation tells me that I don't need to be there. Like, it tells me that. I don't know why she doesn't do it. Like, her self-preservation meter is just, like, skewed. Like, skewed. Okay. But they get there and they're told about some of the more friendly ghosts, like Elliot. And Elliot just likes to play ball. He has like a little rubber orange ball that he just throws at people, and he just wants them to play with him. Then we get to Shanwa, and she's the little girl that we saw in the forest, who is more enemy, evil, menacing. I don't know what to tell you. Like, she's just bad juju. And then we hear about this thing, this bad thing. And the little kids at the school tell the teacher about the different children who at first I thought were imaginary children, but now they know are ghosts. And Judy is a little girl who drew most of the images they have of each child. So there's a picture of Elliot, and he just looks super adorable. Then there's a picture of Shanwa. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I think it says her name. And then there's a picture of the thing. And it looks creepy. So they're getting all this information and they're feeling something. There are little instances where like a rubber ball is being thrown, and we know that's Elliot. And then we get paper planes from the rooftop of the school flying directly at them. And there's 2 of them. It's not nefarious, a little creepy, but it's still just like playful, I'm guessing. We also know that the thing at first could only go, like, was only on the 4th floor, and Shanwa could only be on the 3rd floor because the thing wanted her closer to him, because she was on the 1st floor in the 2nd. So it's like so much is going on. But what I'm getting from this is that this thing is wanting people with like a little bit of power, because the teacher who has asked the paranormal people to come, has asked the show to come, as soon as she got there, things escalated. And she started seeing more. And then the thing came to the 1st floor for the first time and was right behind her, but she didn't want to look behind, and I wouldn't want to either. So no, and no. But that was crazy. Another one would be Dex wanted to, they're not allowed on the fourth floor. And they're also not allowed on any other floors unsupervised. So the first night there, they get locked in. Another no-no for me. If I don't have keys to a place, I am not going there, because if I get locked in, I can't get out. Like, I'm in a haunted place and you brought me here. You know it's haunted by something that's not friendly. And you're gonna lock me in it still with no way out? No. But Dex wants to go to the to the floors unsupervised, and the only way they can do it, it was a sanatorium for tuberculosis children, and they performed horrible surgeries on these children, and when the children died, they bled them out, and in order for them to bleed them out, they made drainage chutes and body chutes, because again, tuberculosis was seen as contagious and all that kind of stuff. He's like, the only way we can get up there without tripping up the cameras is going up the body chute. And again, it's just one thing after another. Like, there's just something to be said about a century ago, all these little kids' bodies just coming down that chute, and you want me to go up that chute? No. When they get to the chute, they prop the door open. Well, they didn't prop it open. They kind of leave it open, ajar. And they're going up it, and they hear Ring Around the Rosie being played. But they're supposed to be by themselves. And then the chute closes. Again, something pushes the chute closed, and I just, self-preservation is not one of their strong suits. I don't understand this. And again, it's the book, I understand, but like, come on. So Rebecca, she believes that they are seeing things. She thinks that someone else, she thinks a person is doing all this, not ghosts. She can handle ghosts. She thinks a person is messing with them. So she decides to leave them. It's like, hey, I'll give you 22 minutes to go shoot upstairs, and I'll be back in the quarters. So Perry, she's listening to her instinct. She's like, she doesn't want to do this. But Dex wants to do it. And she just goes with her man, because you have to, I guess. I wouldn't have left him, but I would have made him come. We can do this later. They get up there and some crazy stuff start happening. They are walking, and on the second floor, there's not supposed to be electricity. No running electricity at all. But then all of a sudden, a light comes on down the hall, and there's no electricity at all. So they decide to go forth to the light. Well, Dex wants to. Perry does not want to, but she follows Dex because she doesn't want to be alone in that hallway. I wouldn't either, but I wouldn't go towards the light. That's the one time, it's like you don't go towards the light. You don't go towards the light. I'm just saying. So we are walking towards the light, and it, how it casts shadows? Well, something is crawling on the wall, and it has a human elongated head, 4 limbs, and it's just crawling on the wall. It stops and looks at them and then crawls away. No. No. We would have been done. That would have been it. All the evidence that we needed. I filmed that. We're good. Tomorrow, when they come pick us up, when they unlock the doors, we can go. We can go. But no, they're still there. And this time they got caught, obviously, for going upstairs when they weren't supposed to. And they have the caretaker, the custodian, take them on a tour. He is explaining the different things that he experiences on different floors because he's one of the only people who actually can go up all four of the floors, and because he has to because he's the custodian. And he's like telling them what he's experiencing, and then he goes to the blood room, which is the room where the morgue is and the experiments were happening, and that's where we left off. So this is getting creepy, like a little. This is getting a little creepy. I will say that finally Perry slipped up and finally said like the little girl visited her in her dreams, and like we all know and Dex knows that when she has dreams about the situations they're in, that's like a sign. And he's like, you had a dream about this? Why didn't you tell me? And she's like, I'll explain it to you later. And he's just like annoyed. So I would be so annoyed at her. I'm like, what is going on in your head? Teamwork makes the dream work. But yeah, so I want to finish this tonight. I don't think I am because again, it's like 11. It's 11:51 now. So, and I keep getting messages from my group me about different assignments I'm having. So I probably will wake up in the morning and try to finish this. Wake up at like 6 because I have class at 11. So yes, I'm nervous, super nervous, but yeah, I can't wait to figure out what's going on, what's going to happen in this demon thing, because that's a demon. That's not a thing. It's a demon. So we shall see how a demon got into a children's sanatorium, turned into an art, the gifted art academy. Like I don't know how it correlates, but we shall see. Okay, it is 7:51, and I'm in line for my adult subscription of Fairy Loot. So if I keep looking down, it's because like I'm in line. So let me tell you, I finished this last night, and I don't even care to tell you what happened, like at the end of it, like the demon thing and all that kind of stuff. I need to tell you about the ending. This was the biggest cliffhanger for right now. This is the biggest cliffhanger for the whole entire series, because we all know that Dex has a brother, and him and his brother are estranged. But remember when I said that like Perry answered the phone and there's this guy on the other line who is asking her questions about herself? And I was like, why didn't she just tell Dex that he called? That was his brother. So we get to like the point where like they're leaving the sanatorium. They solve the case. Not really, but like we know why like most of the spirits, the children are there. And it's because like they had written letters to their family, but no one sent them. No one. So Perry found them, and so she gave them to the groundskeeper, the custodian, and he is a very big history buff. He sent them to the museum and credited Perry and Dex with the discovery of these letters to be read to everyone, and basically it set those kids free. Oh, Dex proposes. She said yes, obviously. So we get to the point where like she is going to her parents' house now to like reconnect. They're there, They're happy to see her. Not so happy to see Dex, but like happy to see her and Rebecca. And she tells them that she's engaged. And then like they blow their gasket. And Addie comes home and she's super happy, all that kind of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Perry goes for a walk. She's sitting down in the park on a bench, minding her own business. And then there comes this guy asking her questions. I forgot to mention Pippa, and the like before everything, 9 more minutes. Before everything like went down, Pippa told her, she's like, hey, there's a guy who's going to look familiar. He's going to act trustworthy. It's going to end where it began in New York City. It's like he's evil. Perry stuck with that. The guy is like, yeah, I'm looking for my brother. I'm from New York City. What's your name? And she's like, I'm not going to tell you. And he's like, I'm going to guess it. And he just started guessing like really like random girls' names. And then she gets up and walks away. And he's like, well, I'll see you in New York City, Perry. She stops, turns around, like, how do you know my name? How do you know my name? He's like, I always know your name. She looks into his eyes, and they're black. She realizes he has no soul. She also realizes that Michael is Dex's brother. But whatever is inhabiting his body, like Michael is not there no more. The real Michael. He kisses her, gone. She's gone. She just falls. That was the end. Can you imagine? Like, I was like, what? What? Okay, so obviously, last night, it left me there. So then I had to pick up Dust to Dust, which is book 9. I've already started reading. So I got past like the cliffhanger. I know what's going on. So I'll see you in my next video. But stay tuned because this is crazy. This is demon infested world crazy. It's long. I know. It's a reading vlog though, you know? Okay. I'm sorry. But please read the next one with me, guys, because this is crazy. Crazy. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, my name is Learn Explore. Like I said, wow. I hope you have commented down below if you want to see more series and what series you want to see. I'm thinking of starting my Addicted series next, or I might start the This Man series because it's only 3 books, or the Wolf Court series. I don't know, but I post almost every single day, so come back if you want to. I think you should. Also, if you want some more recommendations, come on. Just like there's a playlist up there. There's more for me. Again, I post every single day. Romance, Achillean, come on. I got you. It's 8. It's 7:58 right now. And I'm just gonna wait it out. And I'll see you later, guys. Bye.